Good afternoon and welcome to this quiet and sacred space. Just to breathe, to relax, to be together. So just join me taking that deep breath. And just be aware of your connection to the earth beneath you, to the sky above, the air you breathe, and yes, your central part in the whole world, our magnificent world. I am here. You are there. We are each a central part within the enormous jigsaw of life, an essential piece to the whole workings. And whether you believe me or not, you came this lifetime to be part of the biggest celebration ever to have taken place on earth. Some call it the event. But it's not really an event out there. It is when you fully realize who you are and what life is all about, and you just give a big laugh, a big sigh of relief maybe. You dance with joy, and yes, you join like-minded friends who've also realized. So that is my passion, to inspire others living my life as I live my life, in joy, in love, creating it in each moment as I desire. Yes, because this is one of the things you realize. You are not separated from everything out there, from God or love or whatever you call the source of all life. Part of you, the fluid part of you, is God too, is source, is all that is. And this is why we can say we are the central part of the world. Everything out there reflects everything in here, what we believe. So coming to realize, what do you call it, that it's not all been for nothing. You know, the human experience, all the suffering, terrible pains. We have been broken. The spirit, the soul. It has been horrendous, and it's not how it was meant to be. I really can't believe that. It was meant to experience duality, to find out what we love, what we like. to understand what in truth we have always known, but unless you sense it and are part of the experience, how do you know what you're talking about? I think somewhere along the road, I'm not sure how it happened, but people liked how we were playing the game. They liked the power, stealing energy from others, being better and being important because it took away from others. You see, nobody can be more important or more better than another. Yes, like a vampire steals blood, we can steal another's energy to make us better, to make us the best, the most perfect. But you have to realise you are taking away the rights of somebody else to be better. So is that a good way? Well, don't get me wrong, this human experience we've all done, we've all played the roles. The aggressor, the controller, the abuser, and the victim, the poor me. A lot of us have gotten swallowed up in the reality of this game, the human experience of I am the aggressor and you are the victim. That's all you can see out there. And all the victims are getting ill. So what is it going to take? It's going to take as long as each person realizes it. My own realization started when I was 17 years old. I knew I didn't want to fit into the box. I knew there was something more than marrying the boy down the road, getting a 9-to-5 job, having children, working. No, I knew, I don't know, something inside me said, go and explore. So I did. I got a job, packed my bags, and I left England. And I never looked back. I arrived in Holland, another country, much more open. And then I started seeing all the differences that people are, according to how they have been brought up, their conditioning, their beliefs, their patterns that they picked up from their families. So I've never really looked back. I just knew that nobody is meant to fit in a box. We are meant just to enjoy, to celebrate who we are as unique individuals of sovereign domain. Yes, independent, self-sustained. Yes, if we allow. Yes, we are that powerful. The power of love. And we honour each person, each thing, as we honour ourselves. So slowly on our journeys, when we first realise, oh, there is more to out there than what we've been taught. There is a world to discover, and it all resonates here. So a journey of, I suppose you could say, self-discovery begins, and you start observing yourself in each moment. It's not easy, because you have to be aware, alert, and not get distracted by everything around us. We stop playing the games. We stop fearing. And we put into play a whole new ball game. Deciding how we want to live our life. And we bring creation to us, to experience. So as I enjoy my life, I have this burning passion to support and inspire humanity. Yes, it's a service. And I love writing. I blog each week. I have written my book about my journey. Your Magnificent Self, a journey to freedom. See, I nearly forgot what it's called. The energy of this book, I know, will resonate with your heart that is dying to open. Your heart is part of I don't know sometimes how to explain these things, but I suppose it's part of your divinity that feels, that is in communication with your soul or your spirit. So your heart will resonate with loving energy, a realization, my realization, will resonate with yours. And then you get all excited about your own journey, your own truths. And I just love helping others get on their journey. You can call it awakening, the ascension process. But what's actually happening, the great celebration, is not only realizing it within, creating your life, but as we expand our awareness, more light can enter our bodies, and our physical bodies will actually transmute. And this is what's been happening the last few years. With all the solar flares, the light, lots and lots of radiation. It's causing lots of physical symptoms, but I'm not going to say they're negative, but they're less than the positive outcomes, the awakening of the heart. This is what light is doing. This weekend especially, that's just gone, and these days, a lot is happening. You can feel it in the air, the magnetics, electromagnetic energies that our body is made up of, the earth is made up of. We're all made up of the same particles. So of course, light will change our particles. One thing the light is doing, it is penetrating the depths of our being and bringing up the darkness that we've hidden, we've put away in this lifetime and many lifetimes. It all has to be released, all the darkness. I'm saying released, it's the tension and the anguish. The old energy has to be released. But the wisdom, the role that it originally was, can be released, embraced. We can embrace everything. Feel it. Realizing that energy is nothing. So upon embracing it with love, it will dissolve. It has to. And then you go about your business of celebrating you and your life. But as we look around, many people are hurting in many different ways, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Depending on what lessons or what you have to remember, you will get symptoms. But these symptoms are just for you to pay attention, to understand what's going on. And until you pay attention, your body, your mind, will yell at you. Yay! And I don't want that. I know what it's like to walk around robotic, no feelings, wondering what it's all about. And I came across, quite magically, books and people who had the patience, the love, to sit down with me and share their wisdom. Once we all understand that we are more than the human body and the brain, that we are actually multidimensional, body, mind, spirit, aspects, higher selves, that we have a choice in each moment what we want to experience. When we realize that linear time only exists in this realm to help us understand our experiences, but actually there is no time. Everything is happening simultaneously. And that's why it's easy to walk in and out of different realities now. There is so much light that it has raised the density of Earth. Earth herself is now operating in a fifth dimension of love. So the actual environment now makes it possible for me and you to truly see through what we've been led to believe. Oh, they continue to try, the big companies, the food companies, the pharmaceutical companies, the big banks. They all want to control the world. Because if they control everybody, they have the power. But it doesn't have to be like that. Everybody is powerful in their own right. They are magnificent. Being born innocent, not a sinner. So I can add church to the list. The Vatican comes to mind. We have to see through it all. We are not meant to fit in. We are all unique and essential parts of this magnificent world. So let's just breathe. I've gone a bit on a rant. That's the energy. And if anybody tells you that you have to do it this way or that way, I can think of some words like meditation, names for energy like Reiki. You have to do certificates and become this and that. It's really not true, because anything like that is a new pattern, and it's putting you back into a box that somebody else has thought of. We are all original, and it's up to each one of us to find our way, and it doesn't matter what way. I've never taught any method. My book is purely about my journey, how I came to realise. Just to inspire you. I have a Master Creator class, but it isn't a class where I tell you the 3-4 steps. It is a creative way that I guide you within yourself. Ask questions and find out through painting, through dancing, through writing, through acting, what it is for you, your new role on New Earth. A new Earth for me is the vision we have of harmony on Earth. That we all have to birth within. Eventually, we will embody this, the Master and the Creator, on this earth, and we will get to live in harmony together. And this excites me just to think about it, but we have to create it. But you can imagine, we can't have any doubts or judgments or fears. We have to leave the fear out there. Let them get on with it. They won't come to our light. My light, your light, protects itself, protects us. So really there is nothing to do, nothing to learn. And that is why we come back, or I come back to the breath. Breathing, stillness, loving, embracing everything, your mind, people out there who'll probably try and drive you crazy. Love everybody, love everything, accept what's going on, but focus on your journey. Watch yourself in each moment. That's the only way. Yes, energies are really, really high. I felt tired last few days. Lots of time, lots of itching. But I understand. The more light our body received, it's getting used to it. So you have to find the humour in it all. Yes, feel sad when you want to feel sad. Feel angry, but also understand that you're releasing it all and moving on. And breathing, coming to that silent place within. You see, just breathing moves energy. Any blocks you may have in your body, you can just focus on this place and breathe. Within your breath is the love of your human and divine selves. And love will absorb all pain, all blocks. Well, it's been lovely. So I hope you feel nice and relaxed. And can take on everything that life throws at you, that you throw at yourself. Just to remember who you are. Magnificent you. Okay. Be good. I love you.